Welcome to 5 Minutes with the Fam, where we talk sports, entertainment, and the culture and the people shaping it all. Today, I'm joined by multi-Hall of Fame inductee and now with ESPN and CBS Sports We Need to Talk, Andrea Kremer. And Andrea, of course, I know that you have covered so many drafts across your career. And of course, we're wrapping up the NFL 2026 draft, which I don't think there were any surprises at the top. I think it was just more fun as we really got into some of the deeper rounds. But for you, looking back on covering the draft, what's been your favorite draft moment?
Tanitra, it's great to talk to you. It's great to see you. Get off just the phone. The draft, it's sort of like the bar was set really high with my first one, which was in another century, 1989. It was actually the first live shot I ever did. So you can imagine the stress that had. But I was with Deion Sanders the day that he got drafted. And they still have the same picture that comes out every year. It's in the Sports Illustrated archives. And he's sitting there looking all primetime like. And I asked him, it looks like you're wearing your signing bonus. And he talked about the jewelry that everyone had, including his baby who was sitting right there. And of course, that's where he uttered the famous line. I had said to him, you looked almost relieved that you went to the Falcons. And what happens if someone else had selected you? And he goes, I would have asked for so much money, they would have had to put me on layaway. And that was the introduction to Deion in the NFL. So it was pretty great from there. But my first is probably you always remember your first, as they say, and I certainly do.
Yeah. And I know you've just done so much, whether it's the journalism side or even mentoring up and coming journalists like me, or the course that you designed at Boston University. I'm sure you've had the challenges, but I'm sure you've had the triumphs as well. What's maybe one of those most challenging moments that you've had to overcome, but also one of the most rewarding ones for you?
Well, I came up in the journalism world at a very different time in terms of the emphasis on reporting and storytelling, and that's what it was when I first got to ESPN, really in the 90s. And things have just, I guess I should use the word, evolved.
Yes.
And it's things have morphed much more to the opinionator side, and that's fine. And I have always maintained I am in no way saying that isn't a huge part of sportscasting, of sports broadcasting, but it doesn't have to be either or. It can be and so you can have the great opinions that are put out there, but you also still have time for the strongly journalistic interviews and the storytelling and things of that nature. So it's not an either or thing. It's got to be an and thing, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's kind of why, even with our show, we look at sports, we look at entertainment, we look at the culture, because there's so much there, the intersections of it all. But ultimately, you do want to try to make space for everything, because there's a need for everything in the culture that we have right now. So yeah, I can definitely appreciate it. And like you said, just being able to pivot as well from whatever kind of that need is, but somehow figuring out how to keep your integrity as well. So now I got a fun question for you really quickly. I literally have been asking everybody because I've been thinking about this for a minute, and that's becoming a dog mom, right? So I know you have a border collie, you are a dog parent.
My third border collie.
How in the world do you do it with three? I don't know. I'm just starting, I'm starting slow and kind of working my way up. But any advice for me? And the reason I ask you is because you are on the move just about, well, actually probably more than I am. How do you even balance it, especially if I'm going to get a puppy to start?
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, you have to know the breed that you're getting. I mean, this is our third border collie. And
right.
You know what you're getting. They're the smartest dogs, but they like to be given a job. So, you have to know how much exercise and how much stimulation that they need. And for me, truthfully, the fact that I travel, that my husband also travels, and we are empty nested now, our son is no longer around to take him for walks, is you have to know who's going to take care of him when you're gone. And that's what we had in place, which was super important. A family that this is their business. They take care of him. They love him. They care for him. We trust them. And he's really super happy there. He's got a girlfriend there. I want you to know.
I love it.
Our puppy is a rambunctious teenager at the moment, and he likes his Virginia. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get the little guy in trouble. But no, I think that's one thing that's really, really important is, if you're not there, if you have to work, if you have to travel, who's going to be able to take care of the puppy?
Yeah, exactly. So
But
initially,
Tenitra, look, I don't need to tell you.
it.
You've heard it from everybody. The love that they have is just off the charts, and it's just, and you know what? They don't care about ratings. They don't care if you got the interview. They don't care if you messed up.
If you put your makeup on today,
they just want to play, and they just want to love you. And boy, what a great thing that is in this world.
I appreciate you for stopping by, Andrea. And of course, always appreciate you guys' support for the show, 5 Minutes with the Fam. Thanks again for being part of the combo.
My pleasure. Hope to see you again soon for